I've made a mac and cheese pasta bake with a frankly irresponsible amount of cheese in it.
when I need to get to it. Gotta get loose, this groove is just when I need to get to it. Gotta get loose, this groove is just when I need to get to it. Gotta get loose, this groove is just when I need to get to it. Gotta get loose, this groove is just when I need to get to it. Gotta get loose, this groove is just when I need to get to it. Gotta get loose, this groove is just when I need to get to it. Gotta get loose, this groove is just when I need to get to it.
I'm a winner that never fails. Superpowers run down my veins. You gotta feel me, it's to believe. One shot from me, I'll make you lose your mind. I don't wanna wake up, wake up. I don't wanna wake up. I don't wanna wake up, wake up. Gotta make it with it. Let this dream be. Nothing's gonna stop me. Let this dream be. Be the one I wanna be. Let this dream be. Nothing's gonna stop me. Let this dream be. Be the one I wanna be. I'm a joker, all cards in hands. I read the future on your command. I fly so high with you by my side. Now watch out, baby, cause you lose your mind. I don't wanna wake up, I don't wanna wake up.
Who the Francis Bacon?
Wake up, gotta make it with it. Let this dream be. Nothing's gonna stop me. Let this dream be. Be the one I wanna be. Let this dream be. Nothing's gonna stop me.
Ring ring, ring ring, ding a ding, ring 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 a ding, a ding, a ring, ring ring, ring a ding.
This dream be. Nothing's gonna stop me. Let this dream be. Be the one I wanna be. Let this dream be. Nothing's gonna stop me. Let this dream be. Be the one I wanna be.
Pain, 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 pain.
What a shame. evening, good 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 evening. And welcome to Game Night, and here's a message from our sponsor, JR Plays Games.
Hello from the Netherlands.
And greetings from the UK. I hope you're having a nice time in the Netherlands, JR, and thank you very much for the 11-month resubscription. Just before I get into doing the introductions and stuff, I need to go change the batteries in my vape pen, which I've just been alerted to the fact that it has run out. So I will go switch those, and I'll be back in 10 seconds. Where are you going? No. There. Go down to the office.
How do till I leave this revolting place? I can't seem to get rid of you disgusting people.
Right, now you go to your bed and you stay there. Into your bed. Into your bed. Into your bed. Oh, hello. Hype train started. Samster, thank you for the 61 months subscription. And to get rid of you disgusting people. Is that a meme? Is that a reference to something that I'm not familiar with? Or do you really... No one is making you play these games. Thank you for the 61 months. Most grateful to you. How's everyone doing? It's very warm. The day started off looking like it wasn't going to be very warm, and then it ended up being very warm, really quite warm indeed. But yes, lovely to have you all here. Welcome to Game Night on Thursday the 12th of June. Hope you've had a lovely week so far, and all things are well where you are. Legs are a bit tired, did a 10k tonight, as you probably knew if you saw the Discord post. But I'm now a running bore, so I have to tell you at all times exactly how far I've run at any given moment. So this is just something you're going to have to come to peace with, I'm afraid. Good evening to JR and Prugs and Shapes and Jerry, G. Eisens, Nordigoth, Will and CJ, Lupine and Mark, Dogfish and BC, Conradlak and Solomon. Good evening SJ and Tooth and Clive and Matt, AB, me and Clone Fighter, Oni and Scooter, Lewis and Cursed Toucan. That's from our sponsor SJ.
Have a nice sub.
I will indeed. Thank you very much for that nice sub, SJ, for the 4-month subscription. I'm most grateful to you. Good evening to Cursed Toucan and Jogging, Nando and Shadowmane, Fluffy Bunny and Samster. Anyone else who is lurking, loitering and lingering in the chat, you're most welcome to be here. If you would like to play this game, we are playing Cryptex tonight. There is a universal controller. There is the room code. Though I'm having reports that that link may not be working. There is a backup that Ash has very kindly uploaded for me. Yeah, I can provide the link if you're having issues with itch, itch.io. But do come and join the game for the first game of the evening. A bumper pack of Cryptex tonight, courtesy of Dogfish. Very grateful to Topper, who's proofed this one as well. And then coming up a bit later on, we've got Quiz Prison, aka The Escape Artist, as written by Samster. Grateful to him and myself, who proofed it. So that's good. A slight change of schedule. We were going to have Risky Business tonight. Plinko wasn't going to be till Saturday, but it looked like a very, 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 very long stream if we'd done Risky Business instead. It's already approaching 8:30 with an extra long Cryptex pack, and then Escape Artist after that. Probably already looking at about 10:30. If you had a Risky Business into that, it's going to be approaching midnight. So yeah, I thought let's shift that to the weekend, and we can have a later night quiz on Saturday. So yes, JR, I'm very grateful to JR for your forbearance in shifting your pack around. Yeah, we'll enjoy that very much come Saturday. So yeah, I hope everyone is having a good week. It's very warm in the office at the moment. It is 26 degrees apparently, according to the heater just over there. Welcome on into the game score count. Wait me. Wait you or wait for you? We'll wait for you, but we don't need to wait any longer because you're here now, aren't you? Yeah. Welcome to the stream, I do. Hope you're keeping well. Yes, I've got go to the soundboard, and I've got lots of things on the soundboard now.
Well, that's all right then.
Yes, it is.
Please put me down.
Tex has just looked up like he can hear it. He definitely can't. But I know he likes the turret. thing. I don't know what that is. That's a turret thing. But yeah, I'm slightly tired, so I'm just gonna chill out and relax, and hopefully we'll all have a good time. Hoping you got plenty of water or refreshment for yourselves, because you want to stay hydrated in this sort of heat. I'm gonna give it another minute, and then we are gonna get on with our first game of the night, which is Cryptex. On my second glass of Prosecco, as my girlfriend stayed over last night, we opened the glass of Prosecco. So we opened a bottle of Prosecco, and then we opened a second bottle of Prosecco, and then we opened a third bottle of Prosecco. So there was some left in the fridge, which is quite uncharacteristic of me, actually. I've really cut down recently on consumption, particularly in midweek alcohol consumption. But yeah, there was we had quite a lot last night. So we're finishing off the bottle tonight, because otherwise it will go funny. Very droll, JR. Yeah, we was the last bottle. It was the last bottle that we had in the fridge. Anya picked up another couple of bottles from the shop. So, but yes, there goes that hype train. Thank you very much if you contributed to that. But yeah, I will probably be finishing this and then switching to cider because that's nice and hydrating. I think we're all ready. We opened the emergency. Oh, it was a raid message suggestion. Yes, of course you can get your raid message suggestions in. Right, 29 players waiting to play Cryptex. There was a bug reported last time we played this where in one of the rounds it clears down the crossword clues on the devices when it says time to crack the Cryptex, which is probably just an oversight. I haven't fixed it yet, so if that comes up again, it is already noted. Hopefully it won't, and all will be well. So without any further ado, I think we should get on with the game. And here is how to play. In each puzzle, the objective is to crack the Cryptex by taking the indicated letter of each clue and populating it into that position of the Cryptex solution. Clues are delivered in the format ordinal, clue, and then number of letters in the clue. And we'll have 3 rounds: decryption, combination, and decipher. We'll play them in that order, and there are 4, 3, and 3. So 4 decryption puzzles, 3 combination puzzles, 3 decipher puzzles. I'm going to show you round-specific rules ahead of each round, and in all cases in this game, spelling must be exact, so do bear that in mind. Some of the categories, and actually I'm kind of glad this has come up, some of the categories that Dogfish has put in are a little bit more cryptic than they perhaps might normally be, so I think it's a good thing. We've been seeing a lot recently of players cracking the Cryptex after the first or second clue, which is quite impressive, but also not really the point of the game. So I don't mind a slightly more cryptic category, and let's see what you make of them. I hope you're all ready to play. Fingers on devices as we go to our first puzzle and our first round, which is decryption. 5 points for each clue you solve, with a penalty of 1 point for incorrect or repeated answers. You can solve clues at any time, even if they are not the current clue. They will persist on your devices, so you can refer back to them later on. Let's go to my office to see towards... excellent. Good stuff, Dogfish. If anyone has any questions, direct them towards Dogfish, who is the author of this pack, and they are there in the chat. It's all right, Score. You probably pick stuff up by osmosis anyway, so feel free to crack on. Extra cryptic Cryptexes. Try saying that when you've had a skinful. Crack the Cryptex at any point before the end of the puzzle for a bonus 10 points. That's all there is to it. Good luck to you all. Let's go to our first puzzle. And our first puzzle, the category is in the beginning, with 6 letters. All of the clues in this round have also got 6 letters. We're starting with this one. Second letter, total revenue, subtract total expenses. 6 letters. Few wrong answers coming. You can have another go if you get it wrong. Just a penalty of 1 point every time you fire a wrong answer. Next one, first letter of this gives you the first letter of the Cryptex. Here's the first couple of solves coming in. Any angle between 90 and 180 degrees. That's greater than 180, JL. That's the one. That bing sound that you're hearing, that is people cracking the Cryptex. From the first letter to the last letter now. Pale pink colour that might be a bit fishy. Pale pink colour that might be a bit fishy. Good stuff, JL. next. Advertisers' catchphrase such as got milk. Advertisers' catchphrase such as got milk. A few more solves coming in. An ultimate clue for you. Eponymous alien of a 2025 Disney live-action remake. Remember, even if you crack the Cryptex, do continue to solve these clues because they're still worth points in their own right. And your final clue for this puzzle, preserved remains, or slang for an older person. Last opportunity to crack the Cryptex or solve any of the clues that have already gone. Got about 10 seconds to do just that. The solution to the Cryptex in the beginning is, whenever you're ready, Cryptex, origin. Origin is what we wanted. To the clues, total revenue, subtract total expenses, that's the profit from where we got the R. And the angle between 90 and 180 degrees is obtuse from where we got the O. Happy revision for measures, shapes and space season, by the way. Pale pink colour that might be a bit fishy, that'd be a salmon from where we got the N. Advertisers' catchphrase such as got milk is a slogan from where we got the G. The eponymous alien from the 2025 Disney live-action remake was Stitch from where we got the I. And the preserved remains, or slang for an older person, that would be a fossil from where we got the other I. And that is the end of the puzzle. Let's check out the scores. Yellow if you managed to crack the Cryptex. Green if you got a perfect score of, I believe, 40 in that opening puzzle. Mark II, Mantissa, Nando, oh no, he's drunk, and Will WC all go away. You can't be that drunk, Odie. All with a perfect score of 40. Very well played. And the vast majority of people also cracking the Cryptex there too. Very well done. Got a note here on the salmon question. Something, Chris Tarrant, something, did you know he once saved a salmon river? This is the sort of nonsense one can find through modern British journalism. Indeed so. Good start. Nice, generally quite a friendly puzzle to warm us into it. Just a gentle reminder for some of our older members and also for our newer members, you're all very welcome here. We're not allowed to use search engines, Google, or any other sort of encyclopedia stuff like crossword solvers and the like. So just keep it to your own brains and have a good time. And win or lose doesn't really matter, but have fun. It's the main thing. Right, that's the first puzzle, and let's go on to our second puzzle. It's a decryption puzzle, and let's take a look at what we've got. Clues are all different lengths on this one. The Cryptex category is crosswords, and it's 9 letters long. Your first clue for the 9th letter, it's sauce made with oil, egg yolk, and an acid. It's 10 letters in total. Acid. Yeah, quite, Clive. The next one, this is a common chemistry W. This is a common chemistry W. 8 letters, you want the 7th. And to the next, billiards target. 6 letters, you want the 5th. Billiards target. Cryptex category is crosswords. First green score, that's what we like to see. Well played, Mantissa. To the next, base times height over 2 for a triangle. Base times height over 2 for a triangle. 4 letters. And welcome to the stream, Mantissa, as well. 4 letters, you want the 3rd. Religious day, which this year occurred on the 8th of June. 9 letters, you want the 8th. There is a little theme emerging here. For each clue, you want the penultimate letter. The penultimate letter of each clue will give you that relative position in the cryptex itself. Next one. In a famous sketch, they're on first. There's our first solve. Well done to that player, and our second as well. In a famous sketch, they're on first. 3 letters, you want the second. Cheers! Cheers! 2 letters long, you want the first. Penultimate clue, iconic Goodyear vehicle. Iconic Goodyear vehicle. A few more solves coming in now for the cryptex, this one taking a little bit longer. And your final clue. It can be on ice or on 34th Street. It can be on ice or on 34th Street. Last opportunity to solve any other clues or indeed crack at the cryptex for 10 points. The category is crosswords. Can you get there? Themeless. It's a themeless crossword is what we wanted. Well done if you solved that. Sauce made with oil, egg yolk and an acid is mayonnaise, from where we got the S. Common chemistry, W is tungsten, from where we got the E. W is the chemical symbol for tungsten, and Dogfish is not apologising. Ability's target is a pocket, from where we got the E. Base times height over 2 for a triangle is the area, from where we got the E. Religious day, which this year occurred on the 8th of June, is Pentecost, from where we got the S. 50 days after Easter for once the Western and Eastern calendars agree. In a famous sketch, they're on first. Who's on first, but what's on second, from where we got the H. Cheers is another word for tar, or thanks, from where we got the T. The iconic Goodyear blimp, from where we got the M. And it can be on ice or on 34th Street. That would be a miracle, from where we got the L. That is the end of the puzzle. Let's see who managed to crack that cryptex. Not as many. Yellow if you did. The bonus 10. And well done to JR, Nando and Mark, who managed to get a perfect score on that puzzle. 55 points. Very well done indeed. Worth the 1 point penalty to try arguments for the crosswords. Yeah, sometimes it's worth a punt. Say it's only a 1 point penalty, so sometimes it can be worth a bit of a punt. But yes, very well done if you did manage to crack that cryptex. Some good scores going out already, it has to be said. Mark and Nando both on 95, Oni in second on 94, Clive is in third on 93. Long way to go though yet. Let's go on to our third puzzle. Let's take a look. It's a mini one. Oh no, it's a theme this time, and when doubled, still a theme. 4 letters. Does it get much more cryptic than that? Starting off with the 4th letter of this 4-letter clue. Relative, and when doubled, a semolina dish you might share with relatives. Relative, and when doubled, a semolina dish you might share with relatives. Roy Johnson, welcome to the game. It's possible your controller will crash when you try and join refresh in between the puzzles. It might do something weird because of how this game works. To the next one. Understand, and when doubled, agree. Understand, and when doubled, agree. To our third clue. Fictional bear, and when doubled, rubbish. Fictional bear, and when doubled, rubbish. Yeah, Roy Johnson, you won't get this puzzle because of how... Yeah, Roy Johnson, well done, that person who's just solved the first one. Roy Johnson, stop refreshing until after the puzzle because of how this game works. You get one payload at the beginning, and then if you join halfway through a puzzle, it won't work, so you have to join in between. So if you hang fire till the end of this puzzle, you'll be able to join at the start of the next one, and then your Unicon will work. Final clue, drive, and when doubled, a video game character which does just that. Drive, and when doubled, a video game character which does just that. Short and sweet, Cryptex. Can anyone crack it? You've now got a few seconds to try and do just that, or solve any of the other clues that have gone. Despite its brevity, this one is quite tricky. The solution to the Cryptex is HOTS, which when doubled gives you hot shot. Solutions, relative, and when doubled, a semolina, a dish you might share with relatives. That's cuz. Doubled, you get couscous, from where we got the S. Understand, and when doubled, agree, hear, or hear. Poo is a fictional bear, and when doubled is rubbish, that's to poo-poo. Putt is a drive, and when doubled, a video game character who does just that, putt-putt. So a slightly trickier one there. Let's see how you got on. A yellow if you did manage to crack the Cryptex. And green if you got a perfect score. Okay, Roy Johnson, now you should be able to join. Very well done, Mark, the only person to solve there, and gives him a bit of a lead, 125 points. Goes into the lead. Yeah, so here is the generalised grunting you hear in Parliament. Something, play the sting here, Ben. Order! There you go. And yeah, to poo-poo means to rubbish something or to claim it's no good. Putt-putt is a car in a series of educational point-and-click games. And couscous, or cuss-cuss, if you prefer. And at this point, Dogfish had run out of good ideas and was regretting that he's not allowed to use hyphenated words in Cryptex. But yeah, I thought it was quite a creative little puzzle there. So quite a few people not getting any points out of that. But yeah, double round was tough. We have got one more puzzle in the decryption round. Opportunity to refresh and come and join at this stage. Now would be the time to do so. And Roy Johnson, welcome to the stream. Yeah, just for anyone who's interested in the technical side, when a puzzle is loaded in Cryptex, it sends the entire payload to you at one go at the beginning, and then on subsequent things when the clues are revealed, if you haven't had the original payload, then it doesn't know what to do with the subsequent payloads coming down. So that is why you can't join midway through. It's just a quirk of the game. It's just how the logic got built. So one more puzzle in decryption. Let's take a look at it and see what you think of this. The category is monkey business with 10 letters. And to our first clue, large-beaked water bird. 7 letters, you want the 6th. And again, it looks like we're looking for the penultimate. No, we're not looking for the penultimate in all of them. In some of them we are. A couple of early solves there, very well done. No, we're not looking for the penultimate here. The next one, Spanish dance featuring Zapatido. Zapatido? Spanish dance featuring Zapatido. 8 letters. You want the 4th. The dominance of one group over another, especially on a global scale. 8 letters, you want the 7th. Seasonal virus with annual vaccination. Seasonal virus with annual vaccination. 9 letters, you want the 8th. Diamond simulants with no connection to a river in the Netherlands. Diamond simulants with no connection to a river in the Netherlands. 10 letters, you want the second. Vodka mixed with orange juice. 11 letters, you want the 10th. Dies irae for death and contemporaries, for example. Dies irae for death and contemporaries, for example. 9 letters, you want the third. Constituency prone to voting for the winner. 10 letters, you want the 9th. Spelling Clive and Cola. Apt description for Cassandra is next. Apt description for Cassandra. 11 letters, you want the first. Final clue, particularly sharp turn, named after a certain accessory. 7 letters, you want the 5th. Your last opportunity to crack the Cryptex and solve any of the other clues that you haven't gotten yet. Oh, there's a last minute solve there. Well done to that player. That is time up. Chimpanzee was the monkey business we were after there. Last beat Waterbird is a pelican from where we got the A. The Spanish dance featuring Zapatero is flamenco, from where we got the M. The dominance of one group over another, especially on a global scale, is hegemony, from where we got the N. A seasonal virus with annual vaccination is influenza, from where we got the Z. Diamond simulants with no connection to a river in the Netherlands is rhinestone, from where we got the H. Vodka mixed with orange juice is a screwdriver, from where we got the E. Dies irae for death and contemporaries, for example. Well done if you got this. That's a leitmotif, from where we got the I. Constituency prone to voting for the winner is bellwether, from where we got the E. Apt description for Cassandra is clairvoyant, from where we got the C. And a particularly sharp turn named after a certain accessory is a hairpin, from where we got the P. Very well done if you got any of those at home. Let's just check in with the scores. Quite a few managing to crack the Cryptex there, more so than last time, and no perfect scores there. That leitmotif question, I think, caught most of you out, if not all of you. Rhinestone C, also Liberace, Elvis, every drag queen ever, bling on clothing. Flamenco, do you want to know how much fun it is making Fandango less valid as an answer? Note there from Dogfish. Pelican, Dogfish saying, I'm fairly sure I've clued this before. If I have, then their yawn was just as terrifying back then as well. And Influenza, I'm reliably informed that this is no good, very bad. Bellwether, so did anyone else have their mental spelling of this wrong? Quite a few people did manage to spell bellwether incorrectly. Because, yes, there's no A in the weather part of that word. We had a couple with H's in, quite a few with A's in, and well done if you did manage to get bellwether. Did anyone get leitmotif? Yes, 2 players. Well done, JR and Lupine, the only 2 players to get leitmotif there. Very well done indeed. So, at the end of the first round, and 4 puzzles later, Mark has the lead with 175. Toots in second with 161, and Ralph is in third with 146. Still very much to play for with, I think 29 players. I think score counted just being an honorary member because he probably has osmosis some of the questions on account of probably being in the vicinity of the room when they were written. We're probably about halfway through our game time of Cryptex this evening. We've got 6 puzzles to go, though of course the last 3 will be a little bit quicker because they are the speedier rounds towards the end. But we've got 3 puzzles coming up in our next category, which is combination. Oh, Simats, welcome to the stream as well. So in this round, you get 5 points for each clue you solve, with a penalty of 1 point for incorrect or repeated answers. And as well as before, you may solve clues at any time, even if they are not the current clue. So far, so the same as before. Except in this round, it's sort of like you've got 2 clues. Oh, excuse me. Oh, a little yawn. You've got 2 clues per sort of clue, if you like. So each clue is a double clue, and it will be formed by blending 2 words with at least 2 letters overlapping. So you could have a hand of 5 hearts in poker, plus a woolly animal would give you flush and sheep. You overlap the S and the H to give you flusheep. 2 clues per clue. Yeah, that's on a par with the chairman of the council is the chairman of the council. Rest in peace, Councillor Barry. So you may solve half a clue to help gain letters in the Cryptex, and they will populate on your devices. Bear in mind, the Cryptex will be a real word, not a blended word. But you won't receive points for the clues until you solve both halves. You can type each half separately, or you can type it all as one. But you must solve both halves if you want the points for it. As before, crack the Cryptex at any point before the end of the puzzle for a bonus 10 points. Ha! Oh, God above. Oh, gosh, I'm having a bit of a yawn. A bit overcome from running. Mum, Ben's quoting the Handforth Parish Council meeting again. Influenza bellwether. Indeed so. Okay, flu bellwether and influenza bellwether. Yeah, that would be a good combination. Influenza bellwether. Although probably not a good combination in real life. If you guys can just hang on for 10 seconds, I'm just going to grab myself another drink because, like I say, it's important to stay hydrated. I'll be right back. You stay there, doggy bear. You stay there, doggy bear. Good boy. Leave the dog unattended in the office, and he just goes, I will run the stream. Hello, everyone, and welcome to game night. I am Royal Flush. Hello, it's dog. Do you want to guest host a puzzle? Do you want to guest host a puzzle, or is it a bit hot for you? Come on, then. We're now resorting to Prosecco, so once a stream. Yeah, I've cut down on all that carrying on. Oh, no, you can't guest host from your basket, and your basket is upside down. Why is your basket upside down? It is cooler on this side. Oh, what a good puppy. Right, that's enough doggy chat for now. Give Jackie Waver a knighthood. Who's Jackie Waver? Jackie Waver. Says, hi everyone. Welcome to Handforth, I'm Jackie Waver. Right, on we go. First of our combination puzzles, good luck. And we start with the category, which is a monster mash, and there are 7 letters in total in the monster mash, but that will be a real word or thing. It won't be a mashed up thing. Starting with this one, Bagheera for 1 and wading bird. Bagheera for 1 and wading bird. And to the next one, 5th letter required here. Iconic Australian animal and bird which, by name, moves either horizontally or vertically. Done to that player who has managed to solve. In fact, 2 players managing to solve the Cryptex already. To crack the Cryptex, I should say. Very well done there. And to our 3rd, you want the 2nd letter here. African equine with stripes and Los Angeles footballer. Current uniform has no stripes. African equine with stripes and a Los Angeles footballer. Current uniform has no stripes. 6 letters total. Incredibly intelligent bird and bird that simply symbolizes intelligence. I like this clue a lot. Incredibly intelligent bird and bird that simply symbolizes intelligence. 5 letters. Welcome back, Prudes. You won't be able to join. Just a second. Seafood in a dish named after a French Revolution and wood-burrowing cockroaches. 11 letters, you want the 7th. Room code's there, Prudes, but you won't be able to join until after this puzzle. It will probably crash your controller if you try and join midway through. So hang around until the leaderboard comes back, and then join at the start of the next puzzle. Good man. To the next one. Penultimate clue. You want the fourth letter here. London Transit card and Seabird. London Transit card and Seabird. Preferred animal of Secret Agents and animal of Madagascar, the island, but also the movie. 7 letters, you want the 6th. There are no plurals here, Shakes. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. Oh, I see. The clue was plural. That's just slipped through. Crack the Cryptex. Yeah, and hey, pipe down. Wind your necks in, y'all. The solution was centaur in this monster mash. Bagheera for one, wading bird for another, panther and heron, pantheron, from where we got the N. Iconic Australian animal, bird which by name moves either horizontally or vertically, kangaroo and rook, kangarook, from where we got the A. African equine with stripes is the zebra. Ram is the LA footballer, zebram, from where we got the E. Incredibly intelligent bird is a crow, and the bird that symbolises intelligence is the owl, for the crowl, from where we got a C. Seafood in a dish named after a French Revolution and wood-burrowing cockroaches, lobster and termite, lobstermite, from where we got the R. London Transit card is oyster, and the seabird is a tern, oystern, from where we got the T. And preferred animal of Secret Agents is a mole, and the animal of Madagascar is the lemur, for mole lemur, from where we got the U. And well done to Nando and Mark with a perfect round, and very well done to everyone in yellow for cracking the Cryptex there. Centaur was the correct answer. And welcome on back to the game, Proogs. Notes from Dogfish. If anyone knows why it's called an oyster card, I'm all ears. Mole lemur, if I had to have a I like to move it stuck in my head whilst writing, the rest of y'all can suffer too. So hopefully you've all got I like to move it stuck in your head now. Lobstermite, specifically named after the Thermidorian reaction by proxy of the play Thermidor and the actors needing food. If one were to try to name a dish after every French Revolution, we'd be here quite a while. Indeed we would. Counting crowls. Very good. More problems. Crowl is cursed. Just a quick note. Occasionally, errors slip through when you have a writer and we have a proofer and we do have checks and balances. Very occasionally, something slips through. In this case, it was an S that slipped through. You've got the crossword clues there to help you as well. Apologies that happened, but you don't have to give people a hard time about it. You don't have to draw attention to it in the chat. It's one of those things. We're not a professional outfit here. We do the best we can. So giving your hundreds of hours over the years of free quiz experience, you may be able to forgive us the odd S on the end of a clue from time to time. So just be cool about it, y'all. Be cool about it. Order! Okay, right. Sermon over. Let's move on to the what is happening in the chat now. SJQES. I don't even know. Anyway, I'm going to move on. Shall we have another puzzle? I think we should. Take a look at this. Oh, we're doing the stream in Spanish. No, let's not do that. Starting with this. I absolutely swear that there's no theme this time with 9 letters. That is your category. And your first clue. Expert and celestial body shot at in a classic arcade game with 9 letters. Tadaru, Cola, welcome both of you to the stream as well. To the next, cold tomato soup and Gesundheit inducer with 9 letters. To the next, files totally made in Access, not Excel. And Eurovision 2025 host city with 9 letters. The next one, a creepy crawly and part. Creepy crawly and part. 9 letters. File singular, Dogfish saying. To the next one. A Blank in Time, 1962 novel, and like many thermal printers, with 9 letters. Very well done to the first player to crack the Cryptex there. Laconic and gland-producing triiodothyronine. Laconic and gland-producing triiodothyronine. That thing. I got it right first time. Triiodothyronine and laconic, but the other way around. Next one, counting tool and tradition. Counting tool and tradition. Next one, Charles Xavier for 1 and Angry Outburst. Charles Xavier for 1 and Angry Outburst. They have a monopoly and suntan. They have a monopoly and suntan. 9 letters. Final clue of the puzzle. Time to crack the Cryptex or solve any other clues that you haven't yet got. Yet and got. Yet gotten. That's probably what my brain meant to say there. The solution was watershed. To the clues. Expert and celestial body shot at in a classic arcade game is Master and Asteroid. For Masteroid, from where we got the A. Cold tomato soup is gazpacho, and a chew is where we got the H. Gazpacho. Next one, database and Basel. Data Basel, from where we got the E. Insect and section. Insection, from where we got the E. Wrinkle and inkless. Rinkless, from where we got the W. Pithy and thyroid for pithyroid, from where we got the D. Abacus and custom for abacustom, from where we got the S. Mutant and tantrum for mutantrum, from where we got the T. And this one is brilliant. Hasbro and bronze for hasbronze, from where we got the R. And a note from Dogfish, this is also approximately the highest honour I can hope for in Mario Kart, aka hasbronze. Yes, pithy. Naughty God. Pithy and thyroid, pithy and laconic. Well done. If you crack the Cryptex there, you've gone yellow. Well done to Mark and Toot for a perfect round, scoring 55. Yeah, Hasbronze was a very nice little puzzle there. We're well over the halfway mark at this point, so Mark and Toot have got a bit of a lead, 275 and 260. Nando in third with 232, just a point ahead of Ralph on 231. Quite a few players on 200 plus, which is very nice, and there's some chunky scores in here as well, so it's still much to play for, as we've still got another 4 puzzles to go. We've got 1 more in the combination round, and I think we should go to it immediately. Take a look at this. And Dogfish, you are going to have to explain this category at the end. The category is arrangements with 7 letters. Dogfish explained it to me last night and I still didn't fully understand, but I trust him that it does make sense. Your first clue, scientific sort of dish and absolute claptrap. Scientific sort of dish and absolute claptrap. 7 letters, you want the second. Oh, excuse me. Roman goddess of the hearth and bars for composing music. Roman goddess of the hearth and bars for composing music. 7 letters, you want the 4th. No Way Jose and author who created the character Passepartout. No Way Jose and author who created the character Passepartout. Sam of UK Eurovision fame and the second largest city of Northern Ireland. Sam of UK Eurovision fame and the second largest city of Northern Ireland. 7 letters. You want the first. The category is arrangements. Arrangements. Steel reinforcements and ballet handrail. Steel reinforcements and ballet handrail. 7 letters, you want the 6th. Very well done to the first person to crack the cryptex there. This is not an obvious one. So this one might be one where you need the letters from the clues in order to get there, but well done to that player. Solving in 102 seconds from the start of the puzzle. Do the next one. Capital of Japan and capital of Japan. Old. 7 letters, you want the 5th. That one's great. This one's really good. I like this a lot. Couple more solves coming in now. Very well done. And to our final clue of this puzzle, illegally setting fire to something, and it tells submarines what direction to fire in. 7 letters, you want the 3rd. Last chance to crack the cryptex or solve any of the other clues that have come before. About 10 seconds. The solution to the cryptex, which Dogfish is going to explain in a moment, is restore. To the clues. Scientific sort of dish is Petri. Absolute claptrap is tripe for petripe, from where we got the E. Next one, Vesta and stave for vestave, from where we got the T. Never and vern for nevern, from where we got the E. Rider and derry for riderry, from where we got the R. Rebar and bar, I think it's pronounced, for rebar, but spelled differently. Tokyo and Kyoto for Tokyoto, from where we got the O. That's a very pleasing clue. Arson and sonar for arsonar, from where we got the S. And that is the end of the puzzle. Yellow, if you managed to crack the cryptex. Prugs was actually the first one to crack it there, so very well done to you. And any perfect scores in that round? Yes, Toot picking up the maximum of 45 out of that puzzle. Because each one of these is an arrangement of AABBB crossed with BBBAA. So Tokyo with Kyoto. Oh, I get it. I mean, I get it now that I see it in front of me. I didn't get that out of context. So you had 3 letters overlapping. I didn't proof this back. Can you tell I didn't proof this back? Yeah, there were 3 letters overlapping in each clue rather than the traditional 2. You can have as many as you like, as long as it's at least 2, is what it says in the rules, but sometimes there are more. Future Arms Out, where they travel to Kyoto and the welcome sign says the anagram lovers Tokyo. Very good. So yes, very well done. If you did manage to crack that cryptex there, restore was the solution. Mark's got the lead, 314. Toot closing down just a little bit in second on 305. Nando and Ralph tied in third at the moment with 270. And then 1 or 2 letters at the front and the other the same. Oh, yes, I see. Hence them all being 7 letters long. They will never tell you you're too smart for your own good, Dogfish. I bet someone said that to you when you were a child. Are you too smart for your own good? Very impressive, very impressive. Lovely trivia that we've seen so far throughout this game, so thank you very much for your efforts. Let's go on to our final round, which... That was a lifelong thing, yes, of course. Final round is, of course, Decipher. And in this round, the objective is to crack the cryptex as fast as possible. You may solve clues to help gain letters in the cryptex. If you fail to crack the cryptex, you will get consolation points for each correct answer. So if you think you're not going to get the cryptex, it's worth answering the clues anyway, because they're worth sort of pity points at the end. For every clue revealed, we'll take 5 points off the potential winnings. This is the number shown in square brackets on your device. As before, answer a clue incorrectly or guess the cryptex solution incorrectly, you'll incur a further 1 point penalty. So technically in this round, once you've cracked the cryptex, you don't need to keep answering because there are no further points available once you've cracked it, but you might want to keep solving for fun anyway. Yes, the idea here is it's a race to crack the Cryptex, and the faster you crack it, the more points you get. Good luck to you all. There are 3 puzzles in this round. Here's the first. This feels very classic Cryptex, although everything is 6 letters rather than 8. We're looking for an animal with 6 letters. Your first clue, subject of a notable Mr. Weeble flash animation. Primate with a kinder species. Primate with a kinder species. The music is a little bit faster. The timings are a little bit shorter for each clue in this round. Fourth clue, or third clue, 4th letter, one of the 10 plagues of Egypt. Singular. One of the 10 plagues of Egypt, singular. Here come the first Cryptex solves. It tells you on your device how many points you've got. Well done. If you've cracked the Cryptex, you can keep answering for fun, of course. Next one, representation of Anubis. Representation of Anubis. And this is the clue where we're getting a lot of solves. Perhaps unsurprisingly, if you know what the answer is. Cher Ami, who famously received the Croix de Guerre, for one. Cher Ami, who famously received the Croix de Guerre, for one. 6 letters. You need the third. Marsupial used as an unofficial mascot of the Sydney Olympics. Marsupial used as an unofficial mascot of the Sydney Olympics. This is your final clue. All of these are singular, all of these answers, by the way. Including the Cryptex solution. You may have spotted that they're also all animal-based. It's nice when there's a theme. And the solution was a jaguar, which is why that first letter probably helped an awful lot of you. Subject of a notable Mr. Weeble flash animation was badger, from where we got the R, as in mushroom. Primate with a kinder species is a baboon, from where we got the A. One of the 10 plagues of Egypt, locust, from where we got the U. Representation of Anubis is a jackal, from where we got the J, that very helpful J in that puzzle. Cher Ami is a pigeon, from where we got the G. A pigeon. There is a pigeon in your bank account. And the unofficial mascot of the Sydney Olympics was the wombat, from where we got the A. The Cryptex solution was jaguar. Yellow if you crack the Cryptex. I don't think the green works. It's a bug in the software. It doesn't show you green even if you did get the maximum out of it. So I don't think anyone did that time. Because the maximum there would have been... Oh, I can't even remember what it is. It's number of clues times 5 plus 15, I think. So the maximum there should have been 45. Mark has the lead, 14 points clear of Toot. Mark on 3, 3, 4, Toot on 330. Nando and Ralph are still tied in third with 295. Looking for a tied bronze medal. We've got 2 more puzzles in this game. Let's see what the next one brings. Take a look. Lots of different clue lengths here. And the category is food. 7 letters. And this is one of those puzzles where we're looking for the last letter of each clue. So for this one, we want the last letter of this 5-letter clue. Dairy product whose presence in a Victoria sandwich is oft debated. Crème anglaise is the next one. Crème anglaise. I've got a gag to say about that later on. Crème anglaise. 7 letters. Jam storage device. I love the use of the word device there. With 3 letters. A jam storage device with 3 letters. Well done if you are cracking the Cryptex after 3 clues. Here's your next one. Common addition to gumbo. 4 letters. Common addition to gumbo. And the next, sell blank date, found on many products. 2 letters, you want the second. That sounds like it's a very helpful clue for a lot of people. Fermented Korean side dish and Drag Race Season 8 runner-up. Fermented Korean side dish and Drag Race Season 8 runner-up. 6 letters, you want the 6th. Final clue. Letter that sounds like a vegetable. Letter that sounds like a vegetable. Flyboy, none of those letters sound like vegetables. Just type every letter of the alphabet, you will get it. It'll cost you 25 points to get there. Yeah, I can see all of your answers coming in, by the way. Time to crack the Cryptex, or any other clues you haven't gotten. Susan was pyramid, as in food pyramid. Slightly more cryptic clue for you there. Dairy product whose presence in a Victoria sandwich is oft debated is cream, from where we got the M. Crème anglaise is custard, from where we got the D. Jam storage device is a jar, from where we got the R. Common addition to gumbo is okra, from where we got the A. A sell-by date is found on many products, from where we got the Y. Agreed, JR. Fermented Korean side dish is kimchi, from where we got the I. And the letter that sounds like it's P, not A, Q, U, R, or T, or U, or Y, or X. It is just a P. Yellow if you crack the Cryptex, and then I'll go through the rest of the notes provided by Dogfish. I mean, if you go through every letter on your keyboard, you will eventually get there, because of just... There's only 26 letters in our alphabet, but yeah, food pyramids, it's a nutrition-y thing, isn't it? P, for those at home wondering, yes, I was short on ideas about 8 rounds ago, says Dogfish. Cream, for the record, if you think it tastes good, then put the ruddy cream in. Just don't substitute the jam for Spam, okay? Ugh. Yeah, I'm very happy to put cream in a Victoria sponge cake. I'll do buttercream as well, if I'm feeling like I can be arsed. But if I can't be arsed, I'll just whip a load of cream and chuck that in. It's a good idea. Kimchi, the fact that we are now at season 17 of Drag Race is genuinely insane for what it's worth. And Custard here, what you expected more than 2 words? Possibly the only food thing the French give England credit for. Actually, I like to think of it, as was remarked on QI, that the French don't believe that custard exists. You can't go into a French restaurant and order apple pie and custard. There's a way to go, I'm afraid, sir, it does not exist. You force me into an existential quandary. You are bad. But yes, they call it crème anglaise, English cream. They don't believe that custard exists. Lovely no, not wonderful Spam. No. Very well done. If you did crack the Cryptex, most of us getting pyramid there. Mark still with the lead. He is 12 points clear of Toot. 367 plays Toot, 355. Ralph with a 1 point advantage over Nando. Nando obviously with a penalty point on that one. And Ralph sneaks into the bronze position, but there is one final Cryptex to go. Looks like it's a bit of a battle for the bronze. Toot could slip into bronze position if Ralph or Nando have an early solve. Depending on the length of this final Cryptex as well, you might want to keep half an eye on JR as well, those top 5, but it's... Feels like it might be a done deal, but it depends if Mark and Toot can hold their nerve for this 10th and final puzzle. Good luck to you all. Let's take a look at it. And we have got a classic Cryptex, 8 clues of 8 letters, and the category is gardening. Lady of the Bucket House. Lady of the Bucket House. Genus that runs from cabbage to mustard. Cooking bananas, common to the Caribbean. There's the first solve. To some it tastes like soap, and to Brits it's spelt completely differently. A few more solves coming in. Root vegetable found in the Ukrainian dish borscht. Root vegetable found in the Ukrainian dish borscht. Genus that runs from bell to Carolina Reaper. Genus that runs from bell to Carolina Reaper. Orange tree, whose extract is used to flavour Earl Grey. Genus games, nice. Variety of clover. Apologies is for the missing T on that. Variety of clover. It's the final clue of the game. Last opportunity to crack the Cryptex if you haven't done so already. And the solution was chestnut. Chestnut was the solution to the Cryptex. Lady of the Bouquet House. Hyacinth, from where we got the N. Genus that runs from cabbage to mustard is brassica, from where we got the S. Cooking bananas common to the Caribbean is the plantain, from where we got the T. To some it tastes like soap, and to Brits it's spelled completely differently as cilantro, from where we got the C. Root vegetable found in the Ukrainian dish borscht is beetroot, from where we got the E. Genus that runs from bell to Carolina Reaper is capsicum, from where we got the U. Orange tree whose extract is used to flavour Earl Grey is bergamot, from where we got the T. The variety of clover is the shamrock, from where we got the H. And that is the end of the puzzle. And let's check out the final scores. Yellow if you cracked the Cryptex. Roy Johnson did. Chromatic Cube did. Oni did. Shapes, Matt, Fluffy, Ralph, Nando, Toot. And the winner with 402 points is Mark. Toot takes the silver with 380, and it's Nando who sneaks back ahead of Ralph for the bronze medal with a very nice 369 points. Just denying Ralph the bronze medal. Great performance though there from Ralph as well on 359. And very well done as well to Fluffy, Matt, JR and Shapes, who all cracked the 300 mark. Very well done to you guys. We will of course convert all of those points into pennies, and they'll be paid out when the credits roll in just a moment. Well, that is the end of the game. And Dogfish, what a great pack that was. Always lovely to have a bumper pack of Cryptex. I love it because I don't have to do anything. I just have to read things out. And some really lovely stuff in there. Note here on Capsicum as well, the genus that runs from Bell to Carolina Reaper. Dogfish saying, well, actually, it runs to Pepper X now, but they're not releasing the seed, so they don't really count, in my opinion. Yeah, good stuff all the way through that. I quite like the Lady of the Bouquet House coming up as well, for reasons that may become clear later on in more of the weird coincidences that can only happen at game night. But yeah, I feel completely spoiled by it. Absolutely, ADD. Really nice pack there, Dogfish. So thank you very much for your efforts. And yeah, more Cryptex from Dogfish coming up soon, I'm sure. Let's go through some of these raid messages that have come in. Bergamot from where I got the tea. That's very good, AVB. I like that a lot. Cryptex Variety quiz. Very good. Q is a food. Very nice. I got a handful of raid messages. A lot of food-related raid messages. Well, I say a lot. There's 1, 2, 3... There's four that have highlighted that have some form of food reference. But, yeah, super packed there, Dogfish. Thanks very much for your efforts. Guys, we're going to take a very short break. I'm going to play some adverts while we do that. So if you're not subscribed, you'll see some adverts, but we won't start the next game without you. I'll put some bonus pennies into the chat during this time. When the credits roll, it will show your... should show on your devices how many pennies you won for that game, and then you should be able to check with the penny bank as well. When we return, we are going to be playing The Escape Artist, as written by Samster. Samster has been proved by me. Yeah, this pack should play really nicely, so I do hope you'll come back and join us for Quiz Prison. That'll be in about 5 minutes' time, so do come back and join us for the second half of game night in about 5 minutes' time. For now, though, congratulations to Mark on the gold, Toot on the silver, and Nando on the bronze. Thank you very much once again to Dogfish for the pack, and to Topper for proofing it as well. I know he's not here tonight, but thank you very much in absentia. Thank you all for playing very much, and I will see you for even more game night in just a few minutes' time. See you then. As the final strains of the Dudux fade away, I give you food, as suggested by Tadaru. If you want 102 pennies, now's the time to claim it within 45 seconds. Adverts coming up, and then when we return, we're off to Quiz Prison for another episode of The Escape Artist. It's been written by Samster. Maximum of 39 players in this lobby, so hopefully there's enough room for everyone who wants to play. But I will see you there in a few minutes' time. Take this opportunity to go stretch your legs, get some more snacks, get some drinks, make sure you're staying hydrated. Very, very important. And we'll be back with even more game night in just a few minutes' time. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Yes, apologies for the Discord notifications. Discord's still doing the thing where it's not putting me into streamer mode when I open OBS. In fact, let's just come back to the camera, shall we? Yeah, it's doing this weird thing where I don't know if it's because my status is set as invisible. It's been happening for a while. It's quite frustrating actually, because then I go and have a conversation with someone at the mid game, and yeah, it just pings everyone, and then everyone thinks, oh, I've got Discord notification. But yeah, I think they really need to get on that. I don't know if it's because I'm set to invisible at the moment. But yeah, I at the moment I'm having to turn it on manually, and it's not a part of my setup process to switch that on. So yeah, it's just something I need to, I guess, learn to do. Anyway, how y'all doing? Hope you're keeping well. Great game of Cryptex there, courtesy of Dogfish. So thank you very much for your efforts. Discord ruining hard work for absolutely. Shame on you, Discord. Gnarly Quinn, Flyboy, welcome to the stream, both of you. Flyboy, I know you've been here for a while because you've given us some wonderful answers in that game, but welcome to the chat all the same. Quick thing for me, just off the back of that one. Yes, there were a couple of discrepancies that slipped through into the questions on there, but I would always be grateful to players if they maybe, unless something has gone horribly disastrously wrong, or a question is actively factually incorrect, then calling out like a stray S is a bit really not cool. So if we could just sort of like not do that and just be cool and kind to everyone, because say maybe we give the impression of being a professional, and as scores say, even if it's factually incorrect in chat in the middle of the game is not really the place. And normally if it's a major disaster, it's something I will have caught myself. But yeah, I maybe give the impression that it's a professional outfit here because everything is generally of quite a high quality, but it's not a professional outfit here. It's all volunteer based, both the writers and the proofing team, and me for that matter. So if something slips through, and then that's the only thing that's getting called out on, it leaves a bit of a bad taste, and I will defend the writing team and the proofing team to the hilt because they all do such an amazing job. And sometimes that can be the thing that's sort of left with people, is that the one typo that snuck through, if that's called out, and you can have an amazing pack, and then that's the feeling that's left. So just be cool and just be kind about it, and remember where we're at, in terms of you're getting a very, very high quality trivia on a regular basis, pretty much entirely for free, based off volunteers. So just be cool about it, and remember the context of the streams that we're doing. If we do get the occasional typo, a bit really not good. Yeah, that sentence kind of got away from me, but that's all right, Priggs. You go do busy things. Right, what's on? What is on at the moment? Well. Yeah, a slight change to the schedule. Plinko got pulled forward to tonight, and JR's Risky Business is getting pushed back to Saturday. Nothing to do with JR. Pack's all in, and I think Inca's proofing that at the moment. It's basically nearly finished it. But yeah, it was just... two reasons. The first one is that this stream tonight is virtually identical to the one we had 2 Saturdays ago, Cryptex, Escape Artist and Risky Business. Slightly different order, but yeah, I don't like doing the exact same format in any 2 streams in one season. So timetabling is a bit of a Sudoku, if you like, but so I don't like that, and I didn't spot that till quite late in the day. But also that, as per that Saturday, is quite a chunky stream. So it made sense to just slightly reorganise it so we're done by about 10:30, 11 tonight, rather than going on till close to midnight, and then Saturdays being relatively short. So Saturdays will be a little bit longer. We're going to have Risky Business by JR. I think we're starting with Data Leak, actually. It's Data Leak by Sam. Of course, sign me out. That's fine. Google Drive. I don't need that spreadsheet or anything. It's going to ask me to switch profile now as well, isn't it? I don't want to switch profile. I'm on my streaming profile. It just uses the same Google account. Just come to peace with it, Anyway, shut up, Ben. Data Leak by Sam is starting off Saturday's stream. We've then got what would have been tonight's Risky Business, but is now going in on Saturday by JR. and we're wrapping the stream up with The Abyss, as written by Zeus. So that should be a fun stream, a bit of a bumper format, no warm-up, so we'll be diving straight in with Data Leak on the hour, so make sure you pop along for that. And then next week, it is the start and, well, the week of the whole switcheroo, the Game Night Quiz Night switcheroo, which is the second of the rewards earned from March's charity stream, where Ash the Bash and myself will be swapping over and doing a militant aggressive takeover on each other's channels. I'm going to be hosting a couple of Ash's games on the Wednesday stream, the 18th of June. In fact, let me give Ash a shout out just in case you're not following him. Oh yeah, it doesn't like it when I do it over there, so let's do it over there. Shout out AT_bash. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to be hosting a couple of Ash's games, and then he's going to be hosting one or two of mine. Ash and I are also going to be playing together in one particular game. That's going to be next Thursday. That's on the Thursday stream next week. My brother's just texted me, your pace for a 10k was exactly the same as mine was for a steady 5k. I'm like, yeah, I'm still winning. So yeah, really looking forward to next Thursday's stream. Where next Thursday, that was another reason to slightly curtail tonight, because next Thursday's stream is going to be a thick boy, because we've got Bidding War at the start, which I will be playing. It's been being hosted by Ash. Then Ash and I are going to be playing Money Box together, and then we're playing The Purge, or Ash is hosting and I'm playing The Purge after that. So quite a big stream next Thursday. The mystery streams on Ash's, they're not so much of a mystery anymore because I think Ash has published the schedule, but I'm fairly sure the AMA, if you're interested in that, is going to be on Ash's stream. It might seem slightly strange that it was a reward for this channel, but it's being on Ash's, but Ash and I are going to sort of collab the AMA. It's sort of the stars aligned, and there's so much going on the Thursday and the Saturday streams on my side, so we're going to do it on Ash's channel for AMA, and we're going to be playing some Catane as well, which Ash and I, it's sort of what I cut my teeth on in the programming world. It's how Ash and I first met, and I don't think either of us have played it for about 4 years. So next Friday on Ash's stream, Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, and AMA with me and Ash. The Wednesday stream on Ash's side of things is going to be me hosting, is it Wipeout and Winning Lines, I think I'm going to be hosting. Yeah, Wipeout and Winning Lines. I'm going to be hosting on Ash's side, and he's going to be playing. So if you want to see more of me, I'm going to be more on Ash's channel on Wednesday and Friday next week. But I will still be around on my own, of course, on the Thursday and the Saturday at 8 p.m. And of course, Saturday week is the Music Quiz Live 4, which again is a crossover with Ash the Bash. We're still slightly hazy on exactly what's going to happen, but we've got some ideas. At some point I'm going to write all of those down. But yeah, Music Quiz Live 4 is going to be Saturday week, and it's going to be part of the crossover with Ash the Bash. So really exciting things happening next week, and this crossover week with Ash, where I'm going to be hosting some of his games, he's going to be hosting some of mine. We're going to have a guest host on my side of things as well, because Ash and I are going to be playing Money Box together. So we're going to be having a guest host along to be hosting Money Box, while we both dive in and get stuck in and have a play of it. So very exciting things going on in the world of quiz. And then of course we're running to the end of the season. At some point, writers, I'm going to put out a request for writer requests for season 19. There's a couple of delayed packs from this season which are going into the front end of next season, so I've already got the front started. Haven't yet decided how long of a break I'm going to have. I've tentatively just put down a week. It might turn into a 2-week break because I don't want to repeat of what happened after season 17. But just keep your eye on the Discord, and if you're not in the Discord, do come and join us over there for everything that's going on. So that is that's the continuity. Go give Ash a follow, because next week is going to be big fun crossover event with me and Ash. But before all that, you've got me on Saturday with Data Leak, Risky Business, and The Abyss. You've also got Ash tomorrow. You haven't got Ash tomorrow. I tell a lie. There's no stream from Ash tomorrow. So the next time Ash is going to be here, he will be in the game, and I will be hosting on Wednesday, the 18th of June. So the next time you might actually see Ash actually hosting, it's going to be next Thursday here. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be great. Right, we're going to get on with our second feature game of this evening. It is The Escape Artist. It's been written by Sam, and I hope you're all ready to come into Quiz Prison. You will need the universal controller. I'll put the room code up in just a moment. And if you're ready to play, I think we should cue the music and go to Quiz Prison, because it's time for The Escape Artist. the escape artist. And the room code, RBQQ, on your universal controllers is what you need. There's a universal controller again. There's the room code, RBQQ. Come and join the game. Are you going to come and guest host? You're going to come and guest host? You're going to be a little jailbird? No, you're going to go onto your upside down basket. Oh, I love him so much. Do you want to come and see everyone? Do you want to come and see? Your tail's going. Look at that tail going. Thump, 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 thump. Do you want to come see everyone? Shall I pick you up? Oh no, you're too heavy. I haven't got the energy. I haven't got the energy after running earlier on. He might be a bit of a hot dog. I mean, it's still 26 degrees in this office. Allegedly. That's what the heater says. The heater is not on, for what it's worth. The window is open. Oh, excuse me. A little bit of hiccups tonight. A little hiccupy tonight. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Only 19 of you in so far. Room for 20 more players. Do join at the head of the game for this one. You don't want to be joining halfway through, otherwise you might risk premature elimination in this game. And of course, as with most games, once you are eliminated, you can continue to play in the background game for extra pennies and just for the fun of quiz. So if you get eliminated, don't despair. It's not necessarily the end of your night. Do keep playing along because it's fun. Right, season 18, proofing. I was still proofing the escape artist. I have finished proofing it, but Google Drive it sort of sharted itself and I couldn't move the files around. So let's move everything now. Plinko and Cryptex, they can go into the used folder. And if I actually just open up the escape artist and then move that to the used folder, that's one less thing for me to do tonight. Although that's a surefire way to guarantee the game is going to crash, actually, if I prematurely move it into the used folder before it's actually been played. But I'm prepared to take that risk, so I am. Right, Cryptex, we can mark that as used. Plinko, we can mark that as used. The escape artist, we can mark that as used. I'll leave some notes. Okay, Yonayak, welcome to the stream and welcome to the game. Lovely to have you here. First time chatter, I see. Not to call you out, but we're very welcoming here. It's lovely to have you here. How did you come by us? Is the algorithm doing its job, or has someone pointed you in our direction? It's great to have you here either way. I hope you are. Hope you are keeping well. Right, how many have we got? I'll give you another minute maybe to come join. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 26 of you in thus far. Barbecue, or what someone with a head cold calls a barbecue. Barbecue. Yeah, they do a bit, don't they? Oh, we all come round to a bar to barbecue. Barbecue, bring your own bottle. Yeah. Been to a few of them. I miss barbecues, especially when the weather's like it is at the moment. I'll just be living in the garden. Although, going to look at a property next week, which is very exciting. It looks sort of about 100% perfect, ticks every box on paper. So, fingers crossed, before Christmas, which I know sounds bloody ages away, but hopefully before Christmas, I'll be into my new place. Algorithm found we have to Pride with HUD 601. I see. Well, we were grateful to the algorithm and to HUD 601 and his Pride Month charity drive. And thank you for the follow, Yonayak, as well. And we welcome you to the game. It's lovely to have you here. So yeah, fingers crossed, because things are moving in the department of my personal life. If anyone has any questions, save them for the AMA next Friday, which they may be fielded there. But yeah, things are moving, and it's looking likely that I'm going to be moving quite soon, which is good. So get myself my next house out of the flat, and I'll be able to stream with the door open. That's the goal. So there'll be permanent ventilation through, but we'll see. Right, 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's lock you in. And there you all are. Welcome on in. Cola, Will, Toot, Oni, Ralph, Jogging, Mark, Conrad, Fluffy, Silver Electron, Shapes, Jerry, Scooter, Ben, JR, Flyboy, Matt, Opsy, Solomon. Is it Solomon? Solomon, I think. Yoniak, Naughty Goth, Shadowmane, SJ, ABMe, Nando, and CJ. No political statements about prisons overflowing tonight. We have got some spare cells, so if anyone wants to join in the first 5 questions, you will be able to do that. But for now, I hope you're ready to play Fingers on Devices, because it's time for round 1. Round 1 is Initiate. In this round, you need to answer any 5 of the 10 questions in order to escape. Harder the question is, the more points it is worth. You cannot answer more than 5 questions, so choose which 5 you're going to answer because the points will carry forward to the next round. Answer incorrectly, you lose a life, lose all 3 lives, or fail to answer 5 questions before the end of the round, you will be eliminated. There are no penalties for abstentions other than... obviously, it's 1 fewer question that you've got the potential to answer, and you must get 5 before the end of the round. At the end of the round, I'll give you a bonus point for every life you've got remaining. I will then give you your lives back. Okay? Those are the rules. Go for any 5 that you like. You don't have to go for the first 5. You can pick the 5 easiest. You can go for the 5 hardest, but they'll come in a random order, and this is the order. 5, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 9, 1, 7. Bit of a mixed bag there. We're starting with the middle question. We've then got a couple of easier ones. We've got the 2 hardest in the second half, but we've also got the 2 easiest in the second half. The 10 and the 9, and the 2 and the 1, both in the second half. But that last question, being the 7-pointer, that's one of the harder questions. Remember, the more points it's worth, the harder the question is. And that's my phone number. I like that Michael McIntyre joke, because I like giving out my phone number like you would if it was any other number. You say, what's your number? Oh yes, it's 07,986,472,871. Did you get that? Good. I don't know if that actually is my phone number. 07 billion. No, it's not. It might be pretty close. Go back and watch the VOD. I know it's not my exact number. At least, whatever I said, the last 2 numbers were wrong. And there's a reason I know that, which I'll tell you about later on. Everyone ready? Good luck to you all. Fingers on devices. As we go to the first question of Initiate, it is for 5 points. Take a look. The Mocha, Frontera, and Astra are amongst the models of car produced by which British car company? There's something I need to check immediately. Oh, welcome to the game, Gnarly Quinn, just in time. Lewis, I know you didn't proof this one, but can I send you a DM? You might know where this is going. Aye. Do you agree with me? Sorry, everyone. I won't be a sec. Just checking something. Oh, really? Welcome on in, Clive. You've missed the first question. Yeah, I'm going to allow it. I'm going to allow it, Lewis. It just feels like it would be frightfully pernickety to disallow that. I don't feel bad about that decision. Yeah, quite possibly. Right, sorry about that. We just had to go to confer on an answer that we probably should have anticipated was going to come up. The Mocha, Frontera, and Astra are amongst the models of car produced by which British car company? The correct answer is Vauxhall. However, I am going to allow Opel. That is the thing that Lewis and I have just been to discuss. So Naughty Goth, I am going to allow that as an answer. Yet before you go at me in the chat, it's already been accounted for. That you were the reason we had the big pause there. Yeah, Opel and Vauxhall, they have the same model names. I've just Googled it to check. Technically, Opel are German, not British, but that feels like a question. Is it pronounced Opel? I didn't know that. That feels like a question that is reasonable to allow the answer Opel. So yes, chat has big pause. Very good, Matt. Right, so yes, Aston Martin, though, is very much the wrong answer on that one, Scooter, I'm afraid. Sorry about the big delay on that one. Hopefully that won't be the shape of the game to come. Let's light you back up. And if you got that one right, you've got a little light and will display your score if and when you escape. Let's go to our next question. This one is worth 3 points. Take a look. What surname, though often pronounced differently in the latter, is shared by the eponymous 10-year-old in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Hyacinth in the sitcom Keeping Up Appearances? Remember when I mentioned this earlier on? Entirely the weird coincidences that happen at game night, entirely independently, these two writers, Dogfish and Sam, have written these packs. And as it just so happens, they've got a very similar question on the same night. It's always fun, I think, when that happened. Yeah, we literally just told you that the answer is bucket. Although she pronounces it bouquet, though no one else does. The bouquet resident, a lady of the house speaking. Sheraton. And then Clive Swift just goes, how much does he want? Yeah, I have a soft spot for Keeping Up Appearances, but yeah, she pronounced it bouquet. Everyone who played that one got it right, very well played, and that's 3 points. Let's light you back up. Let's get questions about Onslow. Onslow and Daisy. I think I probably would enjoy a cruise. On we go, question number 3. This is for 4 points. Take a look at this. The viral sensations Mishka, Whitney Houston, and Kabosu are all examples of what animal? Not many going for this one. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And yes, I do have it on my notes to add the number of players who answered each question into my log, which I haven't got yet. The correct answer is a dog. Mishka is the husky who sounds like they're saying I love you. Whitney Houston is the famous homophobic sausage dog. And Kabosu is the legal name of the Shiba Inu from the Doge meme. They are all dogs. Bear, hippo, panda, bear, and beaver are all incorrect, despite the fact I call my little dog Bear. Unfortunately, we can't allow it. So Solomon, Scooter, Jerry, Flyboy, Naughty Goth, and Jongy, you're going to lose a life. Everyone else, very well done. 4 points. Let's let you back up. Scooter, you're on your last life. One more incorrect answer, you will be eliminated. Remember, you don't have to play. You can abstain if you've no idea. That might be a valid tactic at this point. Let's go on to question number 4. This one's worth 6 points. If you want to have a go, take a look. The logo of which MLS team features a stylized image of the Space Needle? Couple of things I need to condone in here. Again, I'm going to err on the side of generosity because it's round 1, and because we accepted just the city, but we didn't accept just the team name. So I'm going to accept anyone who has said the city and anyone who said the team name without the city, which wouldn't have been allowed. So if you've been marked wrong, before you all shout at me in chat, there are a couple of answers I need to condone. The correct answer is the Seattle Sounders. I will accept anyone who said Seattle, which is a bit generous of me because I've got an answer here that is. Oh, but now I get myself into a muddle because I've got a. Oh, yeah. Seattle Sounders is the answer. Were they formerly a different name? Sorry, it's something I need to check. What were they formerly called? Yeah, they were formerly called the Seahawks. So I am inclined to allow that on this occasion. So Seahawks, I will allow. Sounders on its own, I will also allow. Because you've got Seattle Seahawks, yes, I will allow that Opsy. Sonics, though, I can't allow. St. Louis, I can't allow. Mariners and Atlanta, I cannot allow. And jogging, Mariners, also, I cannot allow. Oh. Seattle Seahawks owner Paul Allen worked with the city to build a new football stadium. Oh, were they? Okay, right. In which case, sorry, I might need to undo that. MLS is obviously not football then. Yeah, you might be, Lewis. Can you just clarify this? Because I've just very quickly skim-read something, and that's my bad. That's my bad for not reading the article fully enough. NFL is the National Football League, but what's the other one then? Seattle Seahawks is NFL, American football, not MLS. Right, in which case I cannot allow Seahawks. And I can allow Sounders on its own. Where else did I go? Seattle. We did allow Seattle on its own. Seahawks, no. I have to uncondone that one. Seahawks, I have to uncondone that one. Seattle Sounders, Seattle Mariners, St. Louis, Sonics, and yeah. So Seattle on its own, but this is why I went down that route, because if you put the word Seattle, it feels like it should be allowed. But the OQL rules are, if you give more information than the question requires, then we don't allow it. And on this occasion, we've allowed for Seattle, but not Sounders on its own. But if you've given me Seattle and then something else which makes it the wrong answer, we have to disallow it. So apologies for that if I've gotten your hopes up and then ungotten your hopes up. I'm just going to do one more pass. So Seahawks is the wrong answer. Sounders we can allow. Yeah, the problem I've got, Lewis, is that... Yeah... Right, so Seattle Sounders. Seattle we decided we are going to allow, but Seattle Seahawks we can't. Seahawks we can't. Chicago Sounders is fine. Seattle Sounders, Seattle Mariners, St. Louis, Sonics, Seattle. Okay, again, apologies for the slight delay in that. Just it's important that we do things properly. So let's light you back up. Scooter, Flyboy, Nordigoth, Jogging, you are on your last life, so do tread carefully. That's why the door has gone red. One more wrong answer, you will be eliminated. Let's take a look at our fifth question. This is worth 8 points. Take a look. Responsible for producing cortisol, amongst other hormones, which pair of glands are located just above the kidneys in humans? And that's time. Correct answer? It's the adrenal glands. They also make adrenaline, hence the name. Thyroid and pituitary are wrong answers that we cannot allow. Everyone else who answered gave me a correct answer. Well done for 8 points. Let's light you back up. Don't worry about it, Will. Yeah, the general sort of house rule is if I'm after a ruling, I will go to either the writer, the proofer on this occasion is me, so if I've proofed it, I generally go to Lewis for a ruling on a question, and it just keeps it cleaner rather than everyone piling on and having an opinion. We did sort of do that in the past a little bit, but it became quite messy, so it's just beg everyone's patience just while we sort things out. Toot, you are now 1 away. That's why your door has gone blue. One more correct answer, you're through to the next round. Scooter, Flyboy, Nordigoth, and Jogging, you are on your last lives. And Lingomaniac, welcome to the stream. This next question, though, is worth 10 points. It's the hardest one of the bunch. If you want to have a go at it, take a look. Which of Taylor Swift's first 6 albums was the only one that she did not re-record before acquiring the rights to the originals? And that's time. The correct answer: Reputation. I am aware that is a Taylor Swift album. It is not one that I can say that I've listened to, but she did not re-record that before acquiring the rights to the originals. It was a headline fairly recently that she is now the owner of all of her former albums, whereas before it was a big dispute between her and a record company. Wrong answers: 1989, 1989, Red, 1987, and Folklore. All of those incorrect. Toots, so that was the right answer. That's your 5. Very well played. You're through to the next round, and we will see you there. Let's light you back up. Lupine and CJ, you are 1 away. Scooter, Will, Jerry, Flyboy, Conradlac, SJ, and Gnarly Quinn. You need all 4 of the remaining questions. Scooter, Flyboy, Nordigoth, and Jogging, you are on your last life, so tread carefully. Let's take a look at the next question. It's worth 2 points. The Tasman Sea separates Australia from which other island country? Time. No, did mean that one. Yes, of course it is. The correct answer, there might be some tears here, is New Zealand. It was named for the Dutch explorer Abel Tasman. For the 3 players who put Tasmania, Tasmania is a state of Australia. It is not in itself a country, and it's also separated by a different body of water. Unfortunately, that is a wrong answer. Lupine and CJ, very well done. You have escaped. We will see you in the next round. And unfortunately for Conradlac, you're out of lives, or there's not enough questions left. Either way, thank you very much for playing, but it's the end of the road, and it's lights out. Some more numbers on the doors. Toot on 30, Ralph on 26, CJ on 29. 3 questions to go, and I've got some very interesting stats. Solomon, Fluffy, Mark, Nando, BC, Nordigoth, Oni, Yoniak, and Clive. You are 1 away. Any of the 3 remaining questions, and you will be through to the next round. Do you want to risk the 9? Do you want to wait for the easy 1, or you're going to take a punt on the 7? No such choice for JR, Scooter, Will, Jerry, Matt, Flyboy, SJ, and Gnarly Quinn. You've got to get all 3 if you wish to survive. And JR, Scooter, Matt, Flyboy, Nordigoth, and Jogging, you are all on your last life. Here's question number 8. It's worth 9 points if you want to play it. Take a look. Sovereign State is a member of the UN in its own right. We absolutely do. What is the single word title of Sally Rooney's 2024 novel focusing on a chess prodigy? Its name refers to a word for a musical interlude, also sometimes used as a synonym for Zwischenzug in chess. Time. I may have got this from the musical interlude, less so from the chess term. The correct answer: intermezzo. Intermezzo. It's in music, in opera, you'll have an intermezzo in between acts very often. If you don't have an entr'acte, or possibly just in between scenes. Rest, Master, Coder, and Prodigy, all incorrect. Mark and BC, very well done. You've escaped into round 2. We'll see you there. Unfortunately, though, a little bit of a bloodbath here. 6 players getting eliminated. JR, Scooter, Will, Matt, SJ, and Gnarly Quinn. Thank you very much for playing, but it's the end of the road, and there's lights out. ABME, Shape, Solomon, Fluffy, Nando, Nordy, Oni, Jogging, Yoniak, and Clive. You need either one of the remaining 2 questions. The 1-pointer or the 7-pointer. Silver Electron, Jerry, Flyboy, Cola, Opsimath, Shadowmane, beg your pardon. You require both of the remaining questions, the 1-pointer and the 7-pointer. Flyboy, Nordigoth, Jogging. You're on your last life. Question number 9, worth 1 point. Take a look. DIY tool completes the alliterative title of this UK TV staple, Homes Under the what? Time. The correct answer: Homes Under the Hacksaw. It's Hammer. Flyboy going for table. Unfortunately, it's not the right time. Draw your attention to the word alliterative. Alliterative would have been your help there. Homes under the hammer is what we wanted. Very well done to AB Me, Shape, Solomon Dudley, Fluffy Bunny, Nando, Naughty Goth, Oni, Jogging, and Yona Yak. You have escaped into round number 2. We will see you there. Unfortunately, though, for Flyboy, it's a wrong answer. And it's the end of the road. And it's lights out. With one question remaining in the round, Silver Electron, Jerry, Cola, Opsy, Shadowmane, and Clive. You must get this one right. You've all got more than one life, but it's academic on question number 10. Let's see how you do with this. It's worth 7 points. Good luck. Which Swedish word, the name of a plush toy sold by IKEA, literally means blue shark in English? Time. We accepted it with or without the diacritic. The correct answer, blahaj. Apologies if that is the wrong pronunciation. My Swedish is a little nostril. Blahaj is the answer. Silver Electron, Jerry, Shadowmane. Well played. Blåhaj. Fuck's sake, I was miles away. There's your F-bomb. Blåhaj is the correct answer. Well done to Silver Electron, Jerry, and Shadowmane. You have escaped into round 2. We will see you there. Sadly, for Cola, Opsy, and Clive, it is not to be on this occasion. Thank you very much for playing, but it's the end of the road and it's lights out. Oh, a little circle means an or sound. Well, that I didn't know. Hi is shark. Yeah, that much I had figured out. It was probably the bit with BL at the beginning was probably the blue bit. Well, that has been a very interesting round 1. A lot of eliminations coming out of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 players in total were eliminated from our starters of 26, 27. But everyone else has escaped into round 2. Very well done. For every life you've got left, I'll give you an extra point, and then I'll give you 3 fresh, brand new lives. Who's got the lead? It looks to be Toot on 30. Very well played. Let's go on. Round 2. Round 2 is sustain, and in this round, excuse me, you need to reach the target value in order to escape. The target is set as the highest score plus 15, which I believe to be Toot, who would have been on 30 plus 3 lives, which means he's probably on 33, which means the target is likely to be 48. Each question is now worth 5 points, which means even the highest scoring player must score at least 3. The fewer points you have, the more questions you're going to need. Answer incorrectly, you lose 1 of your 3 refreshed lives, lose all 3 lives, or fail to reach the target before the end of the round, you will be eliminated. Again, no penalties for abstention other than if you run out of questions, you will be eliminated if there aren't enough left for you to hit that target. Unlike in round 1, you may continue answering after you've escaped, but you do run the risk of being eliminated if you lose all of your lives. So if you escape, but then you lose all 3 lives, you will still be eliminated. So use that advantage with caution. At the end of the round, a bonus 2 points will be awarded for each remaining life, but you must reach the target before bonuses are applied. If the target is 48 and you finish on 47 with 3 lives, I'm afraid those 6 points won't matter. You must hit the target before the bonuses are applied, which will happen at the end of question number 10. So, the target is indeed 48, which has been set by Toot, who's the high scorer on 33. Toot requires 3 points. Everyone else needs at least 4, possibly more than that. Every question worth 5 points now. Very best of luck to you all. Here's the first for 5 points. The birthplace of the dish. Which city in the UK is home to the Balti Triangle? And that's time. Correct answer, Birmingham. I can't do a Brummie accent anymore. Used to be able to, from not far from there. Sadly, only 4 Balti houses now remain compared to over 30 in the 1990s. But yes, the Balti Triangle is in Birmingham. Wrong answers there. Glasgow from BC, unfortunately, not the right answer. A couple of wrong answers in the background game as well. Let's light back up. 9 questions remain, 45 points up for grabs. Here's question number 2. Al-Adha and Al-Fitr are the 2 main feasts of which Islamic festival? Never down to a choice of the two big ones. Did you yin when you should have yang? The correct answer is Eid. Al-Adha is sometimes known as Big Eid and Al-Fitr as Small Eid. Absolutely everybody who gave a wrong answer there going for Ramadan. Unfortunately, that is not the answer. It's Eid that we wanted there. Well done if you did get that one right. Let's light you back up. BC, you're down to your last life already. Tread carefully. Here's your next question. I press the fire control, and ahead of me rockets blaze through the sky. As well as the painting's title itself, is text found on which work of art by Roy Lichtenstein? There's some very, very close approximations to the answer coming in that I can't allow. The answer we wanted was Wham! With or without the exclamation mark, with or without the two A's. We did accept it with just one A, but we couldn't accept blam or boom or bang, unfortunately. Those are all incorrect answers. So I'm afraid Silver Electron, Oni and Jogging, you are going to lose a life. Very well done. If you did get wham, let's light you back up. Lupine and Toot, you're now one away. BC, you're still on your last life. Boom, 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 boom. We're invoking Baldric here. Question number 4 for 5 points. Take a look. Who directed the 2024 remake of the vampire movie Nosferatu? He previously had critical success with The Witch and The Lighthouse. Not as well known, this question. I've seen The Witch, early film starring Anya Taylor-Joy, and I wasn't quite sure about it. Wasn't so sure about it, but I'm assured by people who know more about film than I do that it's very, very good. The correct answer was Robert Eggers. Spielberg, not the correct answer, JR, in the background game. Toot, you are due for escape. Very well played. We will see you in round 3 if you can stay alive until the end. I think you've got 2 lives left. Let's let you back up. Lupine still 1 away. Silver Electron and Shadowmane, you now require all remaining questions. The 30 points still available. And BC, you are still on your last life. Here's question 5. The disease bronchiolitis obliterans is often called popcorn what? And that's time. Correct answer. Popcorn lung, or lungs, accepted both. The bronchi and the bronchioles are both in the lungs. They're the, I believe they're the little air sacs that are inside the lungs that fill with oxygen when you breathe in, probably. I'll harken back to year 9 biology now. Most of the time I just associate bronchitis with that meme of Sweet Brown saying, I got bronchitis, ain't nobody got time for that, from 15 years ago. Bloody hell, long time ago. The lungs was the right answer. Ear and throat, I'm afraid, are incorrect. Lupine, you're due for escape, but Shadowmane, I'm afraid it's a wrong answer and you're out of lives or out of questions. Thank you very much for playing, but it's the end of the road and it's lights out. Yeah, the throat is all in that sort of similar, you use it to breathe as well, but unfortunately bronchiolitis obliterans would be called popcorn lung, not popcorn throat. Shapes and Mark, you're on away. Silver Electron, you need all 5 remaining questions. BC, you are on your last life. Still, have been for a while. Let's see if you can keep that going as we go on to question number 6. Take a look. In 1443, Sejong the Great oversaw the completion of a national alphabet for which language? Time. The correct answer was Korean. We also accepted Hangul or Korean. Greek, Mandarin, Chinese, all incorrect answers. Shapes and Mark, very well done. You're due for escape. BC, I'm afraid your luck has run out. I don't love my answer anymore. Yeah, what did you go for? You Mandarin? Yeah, unfortunately not. Just a little bit further south than that. Bad luck. Unfortunately for you, it is the end of the road. And it's lights out. Not to be this time. Jogging, you are 1 away from escaping. Solomon, Dudley and Silver Electron, you require all 4 remaining questions if you wish to escape. Let's go on to question number 7. In a 2024 TV show, David Mitchell's character John Taylor uses what classical pseudonym when writing puzzles? The correct answer. Ludwig. Classical music, Ludwig van Beethoven, possibly. Jerry going for J.S. Bach. I would point out J.S. Bach is Baroque, but that's a really niche sort of nerdy thing to know. Wagner was late romantic only, though it does feel like it would fit with the show. I've not seen the show. I kept meaning to watch it, and I've heard good things about it. Sudoku, also the wrong answer, I'm afraid, Solomon Dudley. It does mean, sadly, we have to lose you from the game because you're out of lives, or there aren't enough questions, or possibly both. But either way, thank you very much for playing, but it's the end of the road, and it's lights out! Well, 3 questions to go, 15 points still available. Nando and Jogging, you're 1 away. AB Me, Silver Electron, Jerry Eris, Nordigoth, CJ Binks, you require all remaining questions. And Jerry and Oni, you are on your last lives, so do tread carefully. As we go to question number 8, take a look. The 2025 RPG video game Claire Obscura features a cast of volunteers belonging to which number expedition who aim to kill the Paintress? That's time. The correct answer is 33. Yona Yak, are you a programmer by any chance? Because you were off by 1. The things I do with words. Yeah, you went for 32. It was 33. 5 from CJ Binks. Also a wrong answer, unfortunately. Nando and Jogging, you are due for escape. Very well done. We will we will see you in round 3 if you can keep hold of at least 1 life. Unfortunately, though, CJ, I'm afraid your time has come to an end. Thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. Literally my Tuesday stream. I won't expect you to know it then, JR. Gabriel Zobo was actually a song about how he got really upset doing one programming job. Ennio Morricone, I believe, with Gabriel Zobo. There's 2 questions left. Oni, you're 1 away. Either of the 2 remaining questions will see you good. ABME, Fluffy, Silver, Jerry, Nordy, Yoniak. You need both of them. Jerry and Oni, you're also on your last lives. Tread carefully. Here's question 9. Take a look. What collective name is given to the chemical elements fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine, and tennessine? It's time. Correct answer. They are the halogens. Halogens. Yoniyaki on the wrong side of the periodic table. Noble gases are on the right-hand side. These, on the left-hand side, or next to the right. It's not those. It's the other one. They're nearby, but not quite there. AB Migo for transition metals. Unfortunately, not either. Yeah, note here from Sam. Begrudgingly accept Group 7, as they are known as this at GCSE level, despite them actually being the manganese group. I wonder if Sam's feeling a little bit bitter about having to do all the Year 11 chemistry revision at the moment, because of course we are in the middle of GCSE season. ABME, Jerry and Yona, good hustle on 19 questions, but unfortunately it's not to be on this occasion. Thank you very much for playing, but it's the end of the road, and it's lights out! Which leaves Fluffy, Silver Electron, Nordigoth and Oni requiring this final question in order to escape to round 3. The very best of luck. Take a look. This London Museum is named for a couple who married in 1840. don't panic. I've got a lot of condoning to do here. In fact, it's probably just one, because we accepted the shortened version of it, and we accepted the full name with the word museum on the end, but we missed out the answer that the majority of you have gone for. The correct answer is the Victoria and Albert Museum, but I will, of course, accept Victoria and Albert, which will account for most of you. Victoria and Albert. Wallace, though, is not right. Madame Tussauds is not right. Any in the background game? JR, where are you? Has it condoned you? Where have you gone? Where are you, JR? Where have you gone, JR? Are you still in the game? Has it condoned you? I should just look at my notes and it would actually tell me. Oh yeah, you have been condoned. Never mind. Tate Modern, Tate, Albert Hall, Tate, Bob and Alice. BC, did it condone you in the background game? Yes, it did. Victoria and Albert, JR, it condoned. Solomon, Dudley, Queen Vic, Victoria and Albert, and Tate. Yeah, you could. Okay, yeah, because when you condone someone, it condones everyone else who had the same answer. But obviously, if you're in the background game, it's not as obvious to find you. You're there next to Ben, and you've gone green, which is good. Yeah, the V&A Museum. I visited it. I went to it when I went to London last summer, and was distinctly underwhelmed. But I'm not really into museums. They're not really my thing. Who hit JR? Very good. Who hit JR? I like it. So it does mean, Fluffy Bunny, you are due for escape from that round. Well played. It says Silver Electron, Naughty Goth, and Oni are due for elimination, but I don't think that's the case anymore because Oni got condoned. But I do think it's the case for Silver Electron, who went for Madame Tussauds, and Naughty Goth, who went for Wallace. Thank you both very much for playing, but it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. So, 8 players escaped and 9 have been eliminated, which means our final is going to be Fluffy Bunny, Shapes, Toot, Oni, Ralph, Jogging, Mark, and Nando. For every life that you have got left at this point, we will give you 2 bonus points, and those will be your scores going into round 3, where we will go to now. Round 3 is Survive, and in this round you must outlast all other players. The first player to answer correctly restarts the clock and sets a drain running on all remaining players. Stop the drain by answering the question correctly. If nobody answers the question correctly inside 15 seconds, all players will lose the maximum for the question. Lives have been replaced with refires. These allow you to attempt the question more than once. Once they are exhausted, only your first answer will be accepted. Worth bearing in mind, you can attempt every question once for free. So even if you don't know, unlike in the previous round, you might as well have a go. It might be right, but only give me one attempt unless you want to burn through refires. Because if you've got like a couple of ideas, it might be that, it might be this, then refires can be really, really helpful. If you exhaust your points, you're eliminated from the game, and when only one player remains, they are declared the escape artist. That's all there is to it. So, we'll start with a drain rate of 1 point every 2 seconds up to a maximum of 7. Toot has the lead with 82. Lupine in second with 80. Shapes in third with a very nice 69. Mark has 67. Jogging 63. Nando 62. Fluffy 55. Oni 52. But in this game, your luck can change very, very quickly indeed. So that is only one part of the story. Best of luck to you all. Here is your first question. The chronicler Geoffrey the Baker said, "So wasted the people that scarce the 10th person of any sort was left alive." About what event of the mid-1300s? That's time. The correct answer: the outbreak of the Black Death in Europe. We had a few variations on that. Black Death, Plague, Bubonic Plague, Outbreak of the Plague. Black Plague, which a couple of people said we didn't allow because it wasn't colloquially known as either Black Death or the Plague or the Bubonic Plague, but not the Black Plague, so I'm not minded to go back and correct those. And it does look indeed as though the 2 players who went for Black Plague did then correct themselves after the fact. And everyone who attempted getting to the correct answer. Plague, Black Death, Black Death, Black Death, Plague, Black Death. Death. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did everyone attempt? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess some people didn't attempt. Who didn't attempt? Fluffy and Nando, losing the maximum of 7 there. Slightly back up. Toot maintains his lead, extends his lead. Lupine with 76, Shapes with 66, Mark also with 66, Jogging 58, Nando 55, Oni 52, Fluffy 48. On we go. Question 2. Death, 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 lunch. Death, 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 afternoon tea. Death, 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 quick shower. On we go. Question number 2. Sorry, Eddie Izzard gag there for those of you wondering what I'm talking about. Which program developed by Apple takes its name from the Swahili for journey? Toot got there first by just over half a second. Benny and Ralph still ticking. And that's time. The correct answer. Safari. A wingo up, a wingo up, a wingo up, a wingo up, a wingo up. Swinging Safari, I think. Yeah, Safari is all I've got to say on that. Avoid quiz prison like the plague, indeed so. No answers from Oni and Ralph. They're going to lose a maximum of 7. Everyone else getting that on their first hit. Very well played. Let's light back up. Toot still with 82. Lupine now with the very nice 69 in second. Shapes and Mark still tied up in third with 66. Jogging has 58. Nando 53. Fluffy and Odie both on 45. Let's go on. Question number 3. After solids, liquids and gases, what is generally considered to be the 4th stage of matter? Toot was there first, answering simultaneously with Nando. Exactly the same frame, 2.61 seconds. Expected to see Toot and Nando both with the same points, 82 and 53 respectively. In just a moment, the correct answer was plasma. Plasma is the correct answer. 82 and 53, absolutely right. Plasma, 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 mushroom, mushroom. All 4 getting that one right. Very well played. On we go. Slightly back up. Okay, Toot still with 82. Hasn't moved from there since the start of the game. Lupine 69, Shapes and Mark 66, Jogging 58, Nando 53, Oni 45, Fluffy 43. We're going to up the drain rate. 1 point every second up to a maximum of 15. So, yes. Now comes the time where actually a late answer can actually be a valid strategy rather than letting the time run out and lose a refire. Let's take a look at question number 4. Good luck. Named for an American state, which beverage company has pledged to never raise the price of its iced tea above 99 cents? Mark was there first. Only not far behind. Those of you in the background game, give me the name of the product. We're after the name of the company that was named for the state. So Arizona iced tea Yoniac is not going to be allowed, but we will allow Arizona. Shapes going for Florida, choosing not to refire. Everyone else who attempted, the 5 players, Lupine, Mark, Nando, Toot and Oni, getting Arizona, and 2 abstentions there from Fluffy and Jogging. Slightly back up. Bit of a change in the scores now. Toot comes down to 74. Mark in second with 66. Lupine in third with 64. Shapes has 51. Nando's on 45. Oni and Jogging on 43. Fluffy slips to 28. We go on. Question number 5. Which cooking technique involves cooking food, often eggs, in water that is just below its boiling point? A lot of wrong answers coming in. It's not that one. Shapes has got there. Lupine's right behind. Clock is on now. Points are draining. And these are the questions where the game could turn around quite dramatically, because we only got a couple of players getting there, and it took a minute. Ralph was the one who started the clock. No, I beg your pardon. Shapes was the one who started the clock there. Ralph about a second and a half later. The correct answer was coddling. Coddling eggs. But we also accepted coddle. Lot of players going for poaching on that one, which is something slightly different. And in fact, Shape's going for poaching first, and Lupine going for poaching first, and then finding coddling. Other wrong answers: Scoldine, Parboik, Parboil, sous vide, bain-marie, poaching, bain-marie, sous vide, and blanching. All of those are incorrect answers, I'm afraid. Let's light you back up. So, we have a new leader. Lupine goes into the lead now with 63. Toot slips to second with 59. Shapes and Mark tied in third with 51. Nando has 30. Oni and Jogging have 28. And Fluffy Bunny becomes the first player to go into peril, and their door goes red with 13 points. If you get this one wrong, Fluffy Bunny, you will be eliminated. You do not have enough points to survive the default drain. We go to question number 6. Take a look at this. Perhaps fittingly, given her surname, which Sex and the City star attempted to become governor of New York in 2018? Toot has started the clock. Shapes is not far behind. Jogging and Mark now there as well. Wrong answers from Nando and Fluffy. Fluffy is out of points and out of the game. A couple more. I like your answer, Oni. It's not right, but it's very creative. The correct answer, Cynthia Nixon. Unfortunately, not Amanda Bitch, which is what Oni thought it might be. Nixon, Cattrall, Lupine. It looks like you might have been trying to write Nixon there. You went far off, but it also looks a bit like Bronx, so I don't think I can condone that, especially since you didn't refire. Nixon, Cattrall, Nixon, Amanda Bitch, and Nixon. Horror spell Bronx, yeah. I mean, it's... I can almost... It's almost one key transpose from Nixon, but I don't think... No, do not consider. Thank you for confirming that. No, I won't. Cynthia Nixon is what we wanted. Fluffy! Tough battle, but after 26 questions, your game has come to an end. Thank you very much for playing, but it's the end of the road, and it's lights out! Nando and Oni are now in peril on 15 or fewer. 15, of course, the maximum drain. Toot is back in the lead with 59. Shapes is second with 49. Lupine is third now with 48. Mark has 46. Jogging 24. Nando 15. Oni 13. Question number 7. Take a look at this. The video game I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream was co-designed by which American author? Toot is there first. Clock's on for everyone. Jogging has got there. Oni's out of points. And Nando is out of points. Could not find the answer in time. The answer is Harlan Ellison, based on his short story of the same name. Moore, King, Patterson, Smith, Ellison, the right answer. And actually, Jogging, I'm going to condone your first answer. Yeah, I can see what's gone on there. I'm going to condone that answer because it was phonetically plausible first time, and I can do that. So it gives you a refire back and the points you had when you submitted your answers, so I will be able to do that. Miller, Turbo Bastard, Son of Bastard was what Oni went for. Let me just cycle through. Submission, Ellison, 18.0 refires marked correct. Shift click to invert and apply. Shift click to invert and apply. So Jogging, you should now have gotten a refire back and be back up to 21 points, which is the points and the refires you had at the time you gave your answer, which I am condoning. Let me know if anything has gone wrong there. I'm assuming it has all gone right. Excellent. Nando, Oni, your points have expired. Great run from you both, but unfortunately you can go no further. Thank you very much for playing, but it's the end of the road and it's lights out. Might seem a bit silly to make a fuss over 2 points for Jogging there, but in this game, every point can absolutely make a difference, as can those refis, so it's important that everyone is in the correct state at the end of each question. Toot is extending his lead with 3 questions to go. He's on 59 to Shapes is 34, Lupine's 33, Mark's 31, and Jogging's 21. No one is in danger, so we're all going to get to see at least 2 more questions. Let's see what this next one brings. It's question number 8. Take a look. Sharing its name with a William Shakespeare play, what 1508 artwork by Giorgione is also sometimes known as The Gypsy Woman and the Soldier? Toot was there first, Shapes is right behind. Jogging is wrong, Lupine is wrong. Just 2 players getting it this time. The correct answer It's The Tempest. The Tempest. Merchant of Venice and Romeo and Juliet were wrong answers, unfortunately. It means you have you've lost a maximum of 15. Well done to Toot and Shapes on getting that one right. Let's light you back up. Got another player in peril, jogging with only 6 points left. You must get this one correct and pretty darn quick if you want to survive 1 point every second. You've got 6 seconds to answer it after the first player to get it right if it's not you. Mark on 16 will get to see question number 10, even if it's only with 1 point. Lupine on 18, Shapes on 31, Toot still with a lead of 59. Whew. Let's see what happens with question number 9. Take a look. Nominated for the 2024 Mercury Prize for her second album, Toot is there. Shapes is right behind. Crazy Man for Me. How is Irish singer-songwriter Ciara Mary Alice Thompson better known? Jogging, you're out of points. Lupine has got there. And that's time. The correct answer. CMAT. They are her initials. I'm assuming it's pronounced CMAT, but someone's going to tell me it's actually pronounced like condom or something. CMAT or CMAT. It is. Or it's pronounced CMAT, or it's pronounced condom. Scissor. It's pronounced scissor. Jogging, you only had 6 points, so it's always going to be a tough run there, but unfortunately that is the end of your run. Thank you very much for playing, but it's the end of the road and it's lights out. Well, we come to question number 10, where it's 1 point every half a second up to a maximum drain rate of infinity. Basically, if you don't get the question right, we'll keep draining you until you run out of points. This is how we can end up with no winners on this game. And here's the state of the scores. Toot has got a very healthy advantage with 59. If any other player answers, Toot will have nearly 30 seconds before he runs out of points to get an answer in. Shapes is on 31. He'll have about 15 seconds from the time the first player answers, if it's not him, to get an answer in. Lupine on 10. You'll have 5 seconds from the first player to answer. And Mark, you need to hope you're the first player to answer, because you will have half a second after the first player to answer in order to survive. Of course, at this point, if we have more than one survivor, the player with the highest score will be the escape artist, unless there is an absolute tie on points, in which case we may have 2 winners. It has happened once, I believe, but it's exceedingly unlikely. If Toot is the first player to answer this question correctly, then Toot will win automatically. But we can still have other players surviving in their cells. As tradition dictates, question number 10 is a bit more of a cerebral, thinky question, rather than a straight you know it or you don't. So let's see what you make of this. I wish all 4 of you the very best of luck. And just before we do this, let's just take a quick look in your medal cabinets to see what you are going for this evening. I can tell you that Toot has won the escape artist 10 times. Lupine has won it 5 times. Shapes has won it once. Mark has won it 4 times. So those are the current cabinets. They are all previous winners of the escape artist. But Toot looking for his 11th victory tonight. Let's see if he can get it. Very best of luck to all 4 of you. Here is the final question. Blank days later, plus blank things I hate about you, minus district blank, minus blank again, equals blank plus additional word 1995 sci-fi film. Name the film. Clocks are on. Mark, you're out of points. Mark, Ralph, you're out of points. I need the number as well. Wow. Lupine was the first to get there on 0 points. Just before the elimination happened. Hang on, no, you'd already run out of points, Lupine. How were you able to answer? That's a bug in the controller. You should have been locked out when you hit 0 points. Shapes then did run out of points, but it's slightly academic because Toot did eventually get the answer to the maths question right. It was 12 monkeys. Yeah, I'm not quite sure, Ralph, how you've managed to sneak back in there. No, because you ran out of points like 10 seconds earlier, apparently. You only had 10 points. You only had 5 seconds from when the clocks went on. It was a nightmare to read, yeah. It's a little bit difficult to parse, that one. So the more points you had, the better. But it was quite pleasant once you got there. 28 Days Later was the 2002 horror film. Plus 10 Things I Hate About You, the 1999 rom-com film. Minus District 9, the 2009 sci-fi film. Minus 17, again, the 2009 comedy film, equals 12 monkeys is the word you needed to add to give the 1995 sci-fi film. I have to edit the text message. This is true. That is true. I don't have to edit the text message because you technically have been eliminated. The answer was 12 monkeys, and well done to Jerry and who else got in the background? Yoniak, who got that in the background game as well. Mark and Shapes, you couldn't get there before your points run out. Thank you very much for playing, but it's the end of the road and it's lights out. Oh, Ralph has been eliminated. Okay. So I guess your device was still live. Your device should have cut you out. Could someone jot that in suggestions? Device should cut out when players are eliminated. I'm not quite sure why it didn't. Sent to quiz prison on a technical. No, on a technical. You ran out of points, Ralph. You definitely did. You ran out of points before the answer came in. The fact that you were able to answer is a bug in the game, not a technicality that you've ended up in quiz prison. It does mean after 30 questions, only one player survives. Very well done with a score of 25 to Toot. You are the escape artist. There he goes. He's fucked off. Claps to Toot, very well done, and very many thanks to Samster for the question pack tonight. I did think that game would play a little bit tough, and I think it did, but it was all very fair along the way as well, and I think there was something for everyone. So GG's all round. Very well done to Toot becoming the escape artist, and thank you very much to Sam. Let's take a look at the final leaderboard there. Those are the total scores, and I've still not adjusted the penny bank, so it's whatever your score is times 25, which feels a bit mean, to be honest. So that will be adjusted. It's probably going to be more like that times 50 or 100 maybe. Hashtag he fucked off. Yeah, I don't know why I say that on the escape artist. It's pronounced condom or something. I've got a few good raid messages to pick from tonight, and we'll go find someone to raid in just a mo. Yeah, those are the final scores. I will adjust the penny payouts before we play this again, which I think is in the finale. But anyway, great pack. And hope you all had fun with Sam's questions. Hearing more from Sam, as he's written data leak for this coming Saturday. And it is 11:15 now, so I think that was the right decision to slightly adjust the schedule, and we'll enjoy JR's Risky Business Pack on Saturday night. Hope you all had fun with the Escape Artist and with Game Night in general. That is broadly going to be the end of the stream. Just going to go to the big cam to finish off the continuity at the end of the night and pick our raid message winner. And of course our raid target. I hope you'll join me there. But for now, thank you once again to Sam for a lovely pack of the Escape Artist. Thank you all for playing, and congratulations to Toot, because you are the Escape Artist. And one final bonus for you all. Toot effed off. Very well played too on becoming the Escape Artist right there. Let's kill the current build. And yeah, you can claim that last bonus of 177 pennies if you would like it. Who are we going to raid? We've got Flage, who is doing Vice City speedruns. We've got JB, who's playing The Legend of Zelda. Hardyway's doing Jackbox. Looks like Huds was a potential contender, but it looks like he's just finished. Is JB doing The Legend of Zelda with a microphone, or is he muted again? Looks like he's got a microphone on. Should we go raid JB? Let's go raid JB Henry XIV, who's playing The Legend of Zelda. Looks like the very original The Legend of Zelda. Oh, that's Final Fantasy, isn't it? My bad. But yeah, JB Henry, XIV, friend of the community, and top guy, top all-round guy. Imagine how good I'd be sober. The raid message coming in from Eddie. Well, let me get my shortlist down. Let's filter these a bit more. That's clever. Those are good. Probably not that one just because it's got a swear in it, SJ. Tell JB Only's going to kick him in the cock. I like it. I like it as a suggestion. Right. Got a few consolation ones. Knowledge is power, Francis Bacon. That one from Lewis. Get some consolation pennies. And who the F is Alice? Chat has big paws from Matt the Sprat. Get some consolation pennies. Who hit JR? I like that from G. Isons. Avoid quiz prison like the plague. Very topical. I also quite like this one from G. Isons. And that might be a winner. Consolation pennies only. Consolation pennies for JB. We're going to kick JB in the cock. AB me. No, it's going to be consolation pennies. I'm in danger of picking my own. G. Isons, it's pronounced condom or something. I think it's going to be mine. I haven't picked my own raid message for ages. It's the first one I wrote tonight. Yeah, you can have another 50 consolation pennies, but our raid message is going to be an irresponsible amount of cheese. Yay! I got 100 pennies! An irresponsible amount of cheese is the raid message. We're going to go raid... Piss off! That's the first time I've ever picked my own raid message since I've done this, and it's funny. So that's what it's going to be. An irresponsible amount of cheese. Thank you to everyone for the raid message suggestions. I hope you've had fun with game night tonight. I am going to be back on Saturday with Data Leak by Sam, the delayed Risky Business from JR. No fault of JR's, by the way. It's just me changing the schedule. And The Abyss by Zeus. Should be a really fun stream. And I do hope you'll come and join me for that. Until next time, you have been watching Game Night with me, Royal Flush. Thank you once again to all of the question writers for this evening. Who has written for tonight? To Dogfish for Cryptex. I hope you enjoyed my Plinko as well. To Sam for the Escape Artist. Thank you to the Proofing Team, Topper and Lewis, and myself as well for chipping in with everything. I hope you've all had fun with game night. I'm going to be back on Saturday night. Until then, be splendid and wonderful and marvellous and safe as always. And I hope I will see you on Saturday night. Until then, take care, peace out, and good night.